Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I was thinking it wasn't Sunday because I was like, my dad's gonna be home from work tomorrow because my mom is having a doctor's appointment in the city, and she has to get it's not like an operation or anything like that, but she has to get like shots and stuff, I guess, basically. And she most likely will not be able to drive, and she might have to be sedated. I'm not totally sure. I think there's an option, but regardless, they will both wind up being, my mom's home anyway, but my dad will wind up being home from work tomorrow to take her. So that's what I was thinking, because I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be home tomorrow, and I was like, oh, tomorrow must be Sunday. And for some reason too, yesterday was not registering as a weekend for me for some reason too. Like, I kept thinking yesterday was Friday. But anyways, guys, oh my goodness, we had beautiful weather out today. It was like 56 degrees, I think. Actually, I think it got up to probably 60, but I do know that at one point it was like 56 degrees. But it got to very close to 60, which is lovely weather for the beginning of March, you know, March 2nd. So it was like really nice outside. We ended up, I think I told you guys yesterday, it was like, oh, we have some errands we have to run tomorrow too. My dad needed to go to Walmart. I think he was cashing in all of his change maybe or something like that. And then we were gonna go to GameStop as well because Jack wanted to get something. I was gonna pick something up, and then on top of that too, my dad wanted to stop at GNC, I think. So yeah, long story, we were gonna do all of that. Then what ended up happening was that Matthew was like, oh yeah, I'll come with the GameStop, because he hadn't gone to the GameStop that's like, I think I was telling you guys, maybe the one that's closest to us just closed. That was like, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the street, you know, and it wasn't like too far. Now we have to drive pretty far away to get to the closest one, and there's one that's maybe a little closer. I don't really know. My dad, like, distance wise, the one that we went to today is closer, but the other one my dad thinks is closer just because of like lights and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, I think that this one's closer and stuff like that. But like, even though too it takes into consideration, I think, like drive time wise, you know, so like lights, traffic, you know, if it's a busier street, all that kind of stuff, and it still said that it would be less time going to this other one, like I said, the one we went to today. So I think we're making that one our new GameStop. The other one was like our GameStop, but it was super tiny, like even compared to ours, which was small too, but this one just seemed even smaller. And like, I don't know, it was like hard to like be able to like maneuver around in that store. This other one that's in this, like, it's sort of like a newer strip mall. I don't really know if it's newer, but like this, each like store is like bigger, more where like, you know, it's just like a small like little like rectangular, you know, room basically. The one that we went to today is like not like that. It's like got a weird, it's like kind of like a box, but sort of like almost like it's got an extra wall, so there's like actually 5 walls, so it's actually much bigger space. But it's weird because it feels almost too open, like there's just like all this kind of open space. But yeah, anyways, so we went to this one. I think I was telling you guys about that, but we went to this one today because like I said, we were gonna go grab some stuff, but Matthew wanted to come with, and because he hadn't gone, and Jack also hadn't been to this one, just me and my dad went the last time. And I think me and my dad went to the other one too because it was near Christmas time. So I don't think either of them had been to any of the new, and either of the like new GameStops now that, like I said, we might have to go to. But Matthew was like, oh sure, I'll come with. And like I said, Jack wanted to get something. So, but because Matthew wanted to come with, he had work though until like 3 something or 4 o'clock or something like that. And so he ended up wanting to like I said, come with, but he had to wait till after work. So we were like, okay, well then we'll go after work. But my dad wanted to go and make sure he got to Walmart, so he wanted to go and take his change. So him and Jack ended up going, and then when they got back was around the time Matthew got back, so then we ended up going to GameStop. I guess my dad never went to GNC, but I was thinking like, oh, we're gonna be gone for probably like, you know, a few hours or something like that, gone running around at all these stores and stuff, you know, and then we were only gone for like maybe like a half an hour to go to just GameStop and then come back. Because like I said, now the drive is much longer. It's not just like, you know, like I said, 5-10 minutes just to drive down there, and then, you know, stopping, looking around, getting the stuff, buying things, you know, and then actually leaving. Like, just to run, make a quick errand there now takes way longer. Whereas, like I said, we used to go to like GameStop all the time because it was just kind of, you know, not too far away, and now it is. And like I said, that stinks. But and I think I was telling you guys too, it like really stinks because I felt like they did really good, but like there were always people in there, and it wasn't, like I said, as big as this other one that we're shopping at, but it was bigger than the smaller one that is apparently also doing really well. But I don't know, it's weird because there's a Target, but there's not a lot of other, like, there's a few restaurants, but there's not a lot of like other in the strip mall, other than like, I think there's like maybe 2, like I know there's 2 actual like sit down restaurants there, and then there's like, I think a Chipotle and like a sandwich place is maybe over there, and something else, maybe Noodles and Company, I think. And so yeah, but like I said, there's like not a lot of other shopping to do. I think there used to be a yogurt place and that closed. And there's like a State Farm or Farmers Insurance or something like that that's also there, but there's no other like you know, that will bring in more like foot traffic kind of things, like for like people that are like, you know, oh, I'm gonna go to this store and then that store. All of those other ones sort of have that. Like the one we went to today has like a Blick's art supplies or whatever, and then the other one we went to the last time had like quite a few other stores in that, like, you know, that's sort of in that area. But like I said, other than if you're going to Target, you're not really like going there. And I think we have a pet store that's over there. Anyways, guys, so yeah, that was like I said, that I think that's just why they ended up maybe closing down. But you know, like I said, it was always packed. Like compared to, we went to this one twice on a weekend, and to the other one once before on like during Christmas, and like there was hardly anybody in those stores compared to our one that used to always be like packed. There used to be tons of people all the time. Ours just felt like very, I don't know, like sunshiny too. Like the sun always came in through the window. And like I said, guys, I grew up going to that GameStop. It's so sad. That and the family, there was also a Family Video that we used to go to all the time, and both of those closed down now. Like, you know, just like for entertainment kind of stuff. And like now that both of those are closed, I'm like, part of my childhood is practically gone. You know, I might have said this before too, but the little boy who I babysat for over the summer, his mom used to babysit me, and she was originally the one that told us about GameStop, because when we figured that we didn't have to actually spend like, you know, whatever it was on an actual brand new video game, you know, that's like with our little amount of allowance that we ended up getting, you know, for doing our chores and stuff like that, was not enough to afford like a new video game, you know, like even maybe once a year, maybe twice a year we could get something, you know, but like a brand new video game, whereas we could get like older used video games like several times, you know. We just have to save up our money and we can go and get them, or, you know, for birthday presents and stuff like that. We got more than just getting like one brand new video game. We could get one that was like an older video game or whatever. So like I felt like, you know, once we figured that out, we were like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing and so cool. And we never used to really buy video games either. We used to always rent them from video stores. Like I said, Family Video. We also had a Hollywood Video. We also had a Blockbuster, but we never rented video games at the time. We weren't really into like video games. We were too little, I think. But like I remember like going to Blockbuster like all the time. I'm that old, okay? Blockbuster was still a really big thing. We had actually, I think there was 2 Blockbusters in our area. And there was also a Radio Shack, guys. So, all of the old 90s throwbacks here. And we had a Toys R Us. Honestly, to you guys, I remember like the child nostalgia, you know, was going to like a video store to go and rent movies, was then like going to Toys R Us and going and walking around the store, even if you didn't buy anything. It was just to look and or put things down on, like if it was close to your birthday, put stuff down on your list that you knew you wanted for your birthday or for Christmas or something like that, like to go and look around at the stores and see what they had. And then like if my parents were being really generous, they might buy us like something small, you know, or if we had saved up our money and, you know, like I wanted to get something Barbie related, like that was going to Toys R Us and going and getting that stuff. We're going to like GameStop too. Like those were all of my childhood memories, and all of those stores are gone. At least, I mean, not gone. Toys R Us is, you know, like kind kind of non-existent. Sort of. I don't know what's going on. I know they went bankrupt and they were like, oh, we're closing everything. And then they're like, oh, but we're back online or something like that. And then they were like, oh, we're not. We're bringing back the store sort of, but not like that many and stuff like that. GameStop is obviously like still around. It's just ours closed. But that's the sad thing, guys, is that I feel like because of like the internet and all that kind of stuff, and like you can just download games right onto your computer and buy them off of, you know, whatever, you know, the Xbox or PlayStation, or, you know, on your computer and stuff like that through whatever you use, Steam and stuff, you know. And so I feel like it's making stores like GameStop and stuff like that more like obsolete, because people are like, oh, why would I go to the store and like go and buy that thing when I can either just like pre-order something online, and or if you wanted to get it with like the special, you know, like a lot of times when you do a pre-order for like a video game, you get like something special that comes with it sometimes, or you know, you can get like the special pre-order bundle thingy or whatever, you know, so you get like something special with it. So, but you can do that sometimes, most of the time, online too. So I feel like it's making stores like that more obsolete. Like people just are like, oh, why not just put my credit card on, you know, Xbox, and I can just buy my games off of there instead of actually having like the physical game, which is always what I like, because I have a really weird thing about it. I like the boxes, you know. So yeah, guys, I've rambled on probably enough today about all kinds of random stuff, but I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog.